Monica, thank you so much for being here with us today. We just are so excited to talk to you and to meet you and your son. Tell us a little bit about your story, Monica.
Sure. Omar is my son. He has trisomy 13. He will be 9 in January. He was diagnosed prenatally, so we knew that he would have complications.
Now, what is trisomy 13? What is that for the average person?
So trisomy 13 is an extra chromosome on the 13th pair of our chromosomes. So most of us have 46 chromosomes, 23 pairs, and Omar has 47. And so the 13th pair is affected, and it really affects him basically from head to toe.
You made a comparison to Down syndrome a moment ago before off mic when you were talking to us about this. How similar are his symptoms to that disease?
Similar in the way that, the brain is affected, the heart, a few of his organs. But I would say it's a little more severe because the statistics are not great, and not all babies with his condition survive.
Yeah, I read somewhere saying that most infants with this condition don't live past the first week.
Omar is a beautiful child. He's sitting next to you.
And he's 9.
He's a gorgeous young man, and at 9 years old, he's a miracle.
Definitely.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you attribute his life to and his existence to today, sitting here next to you? He seems happy. He seems, like he's just a wonderful young man.
Yes. So actually, when we learned about the diagnosis, we were told at the hospital that I was receiving care, that they were basically going to give him comfort care and just expect for him to die. And so I knew that I had to deliver him here at Texas Children's. And I did get a lot of support, a lot of tremendous support. We met with the palliative care team and the neonatal team beforehand, and they basically told me, we'll do whatever you and Dad want to do for him. And so they were very aggressive in his care, and they supported him after birth.
Now, in case you are just tuning in with us, we are actually talking to Monica Rivera about her son, Omar, who's getting treatment here at Texas Children's Hospital. We are actually asking for donations for all the great work that they do. If you text KRBE to 51555. You said, now, is Omar your only child? Or
Yes.
Only child. So he was your first baby. So getting news like this and your first-time parent, can you talk a little bit about what that process was like or how you initially felt?
Yeah, very overwhelming. You just don't expect it, and when it comes and you're getting news, bad news after bad news at every appointment, it's pretty hard, and especially when the doctors are telling you, we're not, going to give you support at this hospital, another hospital, not Texas Children's. And so that's why we had to advocate.
Had several. I think it's important to reinforce what you just said, Monica, because you said that other care facilities, other hospitals told you that this situation was hopeless, that your child needed palliative care, and it was just a situation where
it was a matter of time.
You were going to give birth, and that your infant was not going to make it.
Correct.
And Texas Children's Hospital gave you hope. And 9 years later, Omar is still sitting here next to you, listening to his radio.
Exactly.
And he loves his radio. He's holding it up to his ear. That obviously is something that gives him comfort. And we're sitting here talking on the radio right now and asking you for donations to help keep children like Omar alive, because this is the difference between life and death for people like you, Monica, and children like Omar. And that is the work that is being done right here.
Text KRBE to 51555. We have a goal this hour, too, guys. Remember, we are trying to get 30 Miracle Makers, and we have about 10 more minutes to do it. We can't do it without your help. So text KRBE to 51555. We're about halfway through our goal. Halfway, which means we're 15 Miracle Makers off. I know we can get 15.
Omar is truly the embodiment of what we're talking about today. He is a miracle, and the work that is being done here at Texas Children's Hospital, it's miracles every day, the embodiment of miracles every day. And what would you say is the thing that you're most grateful for each day, other than obviously the life of your child, that you've experienced here at Texas Children's Hospital, Monica?
The support from family, from friends, from his medical team, from his nurses, therapists. It's definitely taken a village with him, and I am very grateful for every single person who has come through and accompanied us through this journey.
So I'm just curious, what's the update with his diagnosis and just his treatment?
I mean, overall, he is doing fairly well. He does have some immunity issues, heart conditions, several other things, but for the most part, he's stable.
He
yes,
is your
does
miracle
take-
baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does take more care and, more things that we have to do for him, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
If you're just joining us, we're talking to Monica Rivera. Her son, Omar Gonzales, has a very rare disease called trisomy 13. He wasn't expected to live. In fact, other medical facilities outside of Texas Children's Hospital told her to expect that her child after birth would not make it.
Actually, most children with this disease, when they're infants, most of them die within the first week that they're born.
It's a devastating diagnosis, and Monica was prepared for the worst, but Texas Children's Hospital gave her hope. And 9 years later, Omar is sitting next to her, listening to the radio. And if you text KRBE to 51555, you can give other families like Monica's hope. You can give other families whose children will not be home for the holidays hope. And that is what it's all about. Text KRBE to 51555. Be a miracle maker. It won't cost you much. You won't even notice the money coming out of your account each month. A small donation will make a huge impact, and it will help in such a big way.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say to people who are listening who are on the fence right now about making a donation to Texas Children's Hospital, Monica?
I wouldn't trust my care with my child to any other hospital. So please, if you can, make a difference in the child's life.
Thank you so much
Thank you so
for
much
sharing
being
your
here.
story. Thank you so much for introducing us to your amazing, beautiful, bright, shining miracle.
Thank
It was
you.
great to meet Omar.
Yes.
And we're going to take a break because
Yes,
I'm
we're
getting in
gonna
my
get
feels
Kevin
right now.
together,
We
so-
need to play a song.
And remember, you can donate right now. We are trying to reach that goal before 2 o'clock. Text KRBE to 51555. We're broadcasting live from Texas Children's Hospital for our Houston Little Heroes Radiothon.